Hi Stampers, it's Tina Shaw from TinaLovesToStamp.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Fairborn, Ohio. Today I have for you this beautiful, I think it's pastel, card that I have made using the Quiet Meadow bundle. And this is my actual first time of inking up all of the pretty flowers and using that as my focal point. I think I've used the verse before or maybe something else, but this is the actual first time. It has so many dies that are just absolutely beautiful, and it's just so hard to choose which one to do. So let me get started and tell you about this card. This is a basic white card base cut at 8.5 by 5.5, folded and scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a layer. This one is fresh freesia, and this one is cut at 5.5 by 4. And then I have another layer of basic white that I ran through the embossing folder, and this one is 3 3/4 by 5.5. And I think this one was called Painted Texture 3D. And then I have this little freesia square or rectangle is from the, let me show you right here. It's the Scalloped Contours dies, and I used the second from the smallest. And this little die here is actually from the Meadow dies, which is nice. And then on the inside, I stamped this in Evening Evergreen, and that also is in the set. And then I stamped some of the pretty little flowers from the Quiet Meadow stamp set also in the fresh freesia. I also decorated my envelope. So I'm going to show you two different ways on how to make this card. This way I have taken my cutout pieces in basic white cardstock. And what I'm going to do is color these using my smallest tip aqua painter. No, not aqua painter. I forget. These are called something else now. They're called the water painters. Okay. The old ones were aqua painters, but these are called water painters. And I am going to use the colors from the new In Colors. And how I want to do this is I'm going to put just a block, one of my blocks, in the pad, and then I'm going to lightly spritz it with water. And now this is the Evening Evergreen, so this is the really dark green, and I am painting the fern looking plant leaves, I guess. I have a little too much water on there. Get some of that off because I'm only using basic white, so you don't want to totally saturate your cardstock with water. And I just literally paint it on, and it just really gives it the effect of watercolor. It's just gorgeous. So depending on how dark you want your colors to show up, you may want to do 2 coats, but I recommend letting it dry in between. I even got my first one, I did it with the soft succulent, and I wanted it darker, so I had to make sure that it was dried from the first layer. Okay, so there's my green piece. I'm going to set that out of the way. And now I want to take one of my flowers, and I'm going to grab a paper towel, and all you have to do is just squeeze a drop of water out of here and just clean your brush off to change the colors. So, since I'm doing pale papaya as my background color on this card, I will use pale papaya ink. So I'm just stamping that color on there. This time try not to get so much water. Okay, so I want to do the flower bloom here and the papaya. And I've got a little bitty one here. Super easy. Easy peasy. Okay, and again, we're going to set this, well, I'm not going to set aside until I do the bottom, because now I need to color the bottom part. And I want to use my soft succulent this time. Okay, and let me grab another little block. Ink that one up. Let's put these somewhere where I won't make a mess. If I need them again, I'll grab them. Okay, and then lightly. And then I want to paint just the bottom of this. Now this is a much lighter green. I think that every time I use the new ink colors, to me, this is just my opinion, that they seem to look dark at first, and then as they dry, they are lighter. What do you think? Is that happening with you? Okay, so I'm going to set that one over there. Now, since I've got my green out, I'm going to go ahead and do this pretty little flower. There. And I'm going to paint the top of this one, I believe. I'm going to paint it in, oh, I can't decide. Do we want purple, the freesia, or do we want the pink? The yellow. Well, the yellow and pink looked pretty. So, let me clean that off. Let's do it in, let's do it in the lilac. Just for fun. Got a blob on that one. Isn't that just cool how that works? It's fun. You feel like you're a painter. It's super easy. You don't have to be like very specific. You can just dab it on, paint it on, brush it on, however you feel like it. Okay, so there are those. Now I want this one for my little background piece. I think I want this one to be in the papaya again. I'm going to ink that one up again. And clean off my brush. Squeeze out some more water. And I'm just going to put a little water on here this time because I seem to be getting lots of water. You could also use watercolor paper or the shimmery white paper if you wanted to and not worry about the saturation as much. But I'm just as happy using the basic white. Okay, so there's those. Now, let me put that over there. And I think that's all I'm going to do. I've already colored the little butterfly. So I'm going to close up my pads. I'm going to pull in my parts and pieces. And I've already gone ahead and stamped these just to save us some time. Let's see if I can get some of this color off of my fingers. Okay. So here we go. And what I want to do first is to put my embossed piece on top of my layer, and I'm using my Tombow liquid glue. Anytime I emboss something, I prefer to use the glue, the liquid glue, because if I just take it and just really rip that color on, or what did I say, color, and put on the tape, the seal or whatever one you're using, it sometimes rips your paper. So, okay, so there's that piece. And then this piece, I'm going to glue this one down as well. Got another piece on there, okay. And so I just want this towards the bottom. Try to get it in the center of here. Oops. Get it about right there. Give it a rub. Okay, so now I want to take my pieces that I've colored, and they feel mostly dry, and I want to use my silicone mat to attach these, and I want to use just a sponge and just squeeze out some glue. Turn these over and just dab the glue on the back. And then you can just lay this down on here. Give it a little press. And next, I want to use my little yellow piece, or my papaya, pardon me. Okay. So I want to have that one, not so it's off of the card. Come down, you want those to come down through the center. And then I will put on my little freesia. Might need just a dab more glue here. And I want to put that piece over here. Isn't that just so cute? And then my last piece here, I need just a dab more glue. Squeeze out a bit. And then get this over to a new part that I haven't got glue on, like that. Okay, so now put down my final piece here, about right there. Here. Tap, tap. Okay. So now I have gone ahead and cut out with my die cutting machine. I've cut out the little label and stamped in papaya, You're Too Kind, from the Quiet Meadow set. And I want to put on a couple of dimensionals on the back, just on the ends. And make sure when you attach this to your little layer piece here, I'm not going to put any in the center because I've got the bulk of the little stems on there. So I want it on each end to just raise that up a little bit. And then I want to lay that pretty much in the center. I can. There we go. And then take the ribbon. I just put the ribbon right through the holes. It's on the back side. And then I will put this towards the back and go ahead and use my Stampin' Seal and just glue those down. And check to see what it looks like. This one's crooked. Of course it is. So now I can go ahead and put this on my card base like so. That piece there and there. Isn't that adorable? It turns out really cute. Okay, so now I've already stamped my love, and then I've also punched out another little green one in the soft succulent, and I want to just put these two together like that so it will show up. And now of white baker's twine, or whatever color you have would be fine. Now I just want to cut me a piece, and I just fold it in half and then just feed that through the hole, and then pull this through here. Let's try that again. Put this through here. Put this through here. Okay, now you have to put it through here. There we go. And then I took my little tool and raised up just a little bit of this stem here, and I put one end of my baker's twine through here, and then take that out, and then I just tied this like in a little bow. Or you could just tie it in a knot if you wanted to. I'm just going to make a little bow. Okay. And then just pull your ends to get it to the size that you want it to be. And then trim the ends off. Okay. So now, if I had my beautiful in-colored jewels, which I have used up and waited too long to order them, and they were on back order. My new packs arrive tomorrow, but of course I'm doing my video today. So I'm just going to use the opal rounds on here. Again, I'm going to use this, whoops, that, I want the smaller ones, there, and one, how about up here, if I can get it off of there, come on, he's fighting me, you know, he's got stuff stuck on him. There we go. Okay, now isn't that adorable? I think it turns out so cute. And then of course on the inside I would just stamp it the same way I did with this one, probably with the same verse or a different verse from a different set if you want. And then I would stamp the flowers in papaya, pale papaya. So now let me show you the second way that you can make the same card. And of course, I think this one might be much quicker because you are using the cardstock and not coloring with watercolors. And let me show you how easy this is. So I'm just doing the same thing, putting, I am using a different color, of course. This is polished pink, another one of the in colors, the new in colors. That's my favorite. I just really love this pink. I have just a little bit hanging over here. Okay, so now I will take and put my pink one on the front, down towards the bottom again. Try to center it. And now I have gone ahead and cut out the flowers. These two I've cut out in the soft succulent. This one I have cut out in the evening evergreen. This one I've cut out in papaya, pale papaya. And is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. So now what I want to do, I also ran through just the top bloom on the flowers, so I could have colored flowers. So I think I might just try put this over top. I'm not sure if this will work or if I have to cut that off. I haven't really watched to see what anybody else has done. Okay, so there's that, and then I just need my little bloom piece here. And I think I'll just use a glue dot for this one because it's so tiny. Okay. Stick it in there. And then just attach that to right there. Okay. And then this one, all right, so we're going to do purple and pink because I don't want them both to be pink. Of course, they could both be pink. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on there. Again, I'm going to just use a little glue on this one since it's got more little parts. I could use my sponge dauber again, but I'm not. Okay, so I'm just going to put that right over top, like that. Okay, see how easy this goes together. So now, oh, well, I will have to use my glue again, my sponge. Okay, so just take my sponge, and I'm going to put this piece on first. Okay, and lift that up. Just put it kind of in the center. And then I'm going to take my little papaya piece. Do the same thing. Again, we don't want it going over the top edge of the card. And then I want this pretty one. I've got glue everywhere. I mean everywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to put that one about right there. Don't want that one to go all the way down again. Okay, and then my pink one. I have a royal mess. Yes, I do. Okay, so so now I'm going to flip that over, drop my sponge. Okay, now I'm going to put that one about right there. Okay. So now I want to take my little green, my evergreen, and my little polished pink and glue these two together like I did on my last card. Like that. But before I do that, I want to take my ribbon . Here it is. Ink. Nope. Oh, I was going to show you how I did this. Here we go. So all I did, well, I already went ahead and stamped it. And then I just took a piece, like a corner, put it through the middle hole, pulled it through, and then did the same on the other side. There. Well, I'm not. Okay, come on. There. Nope. Almost. There, we got it. Hate that sound. Okay. Now, make sure it's straight on the back. And then I want to take a couple of my dimensionals, put on the back. Again, make sure you get, I don't want that showing now. Okay, like that. And that will go right there. Flip it over and then tape to the back. Then I can put this piece on my card base. And look how quickly this one came together. Okay, now again, I just need to take a little bit of my baker's twine. Put it through here. Get that, there we go. And then you just put it through here. And then, again, I will just take a pick tool to raise up a little piece there. And so this, I think it just looks like a little tag tied to a little stem of a flower, which I think is really cute. For this card, I just was kind of undecided how to make it, if I just wanted to watercolor or if I just wanted the cardstock to be the color. So I thought I would just try it both ways. And I'll put them both out here and let you see, and you decide. Tell me if you like the card that is made with the colored cardstock, or if you like the card best that had the watercolor, that we actually colored it. So there's the card, and I'm just going to add a couple of these, and we are done with this card for the day. And there we go. Okay, so there is the card that has the colored cardstock. Here is the card that we colored. Here's one that I did in papaya, which I made it a little darker with this one. So they're all beautiful. I just can't decide which one I like the best. I like them all. I like them both ways. So I hope you will try this. I hope you will let me know which one you think is the best. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out everything on my blog, TinaLovesToStamp.com. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.